What is going on, guys? Judo Sloth here, and welcome to today's Clash of Clans video. We are looking at Town Hall 12 attacks by Red Elite in our Clan War League. It's going very well for us. We are battling for them top 2 spots. I'll give you a progress update from us at the end of the video, but we have 4 Town Hall 12 triples from this war. 2 Hog Rider attacks, an Electro Dragon attack, and a LavaLoon attack. So first coming in here we have Hoon, who you've seen on the channel a number of times, and again it's really playing things extra safe in terms of these CWL attacks. You only get the one chance, so it is really thinking about them backup plans. Really just starting out creating the funnel, then the wall wrecker is going to press in and try and get right the way down throughout this bottom section of the base. You can almost see exactly where he's heading with this. Once that funnel is created, the wall wrecker comes in, and there's a couple of dragons in the CC, which again, the queen is going to be able to take down, but we do have the poison spells there as well in order to help out. The jump spell is used because clearly he didn't know whether the wall wrecker would get that far or not. It indeed does easily, but he had the jump spell there anyway. However, the king decides to bust up into that middle compartment, which actually turns out to be a very good thing. Hoon obviously wanted his kill squad to get across towards the Giga Tesla on this one, but the fact that the king broke into the center allowed him to get the single inferno, and not only that, the eagle artillery here in a second as well. The defenses in the center there as well mean that the Hog Riders can path a lot easier. They don't have to come into the middle. There's a lot of potential there for giant bombs. They can stick exactly on the outside of the base. So in they come direct towards the single inferno. Now let me know in the comments what style of bases you guys are tending to see, but in random spins, even in these CWL spins, I'm seeing a lot of bases that are really spread out like this, and the queen charge, you'll see another example of it in this video. The queen charge works very well because there's never multiple point defense shooting at the queen. The defenses are too spread out that they can't focus their fire onto the queen, and the charge technique works very well. Getting to the end of this one though, again, the fact that the queen got into the center of the base means that the Hog Riders can just stick on the outside. And although the base is spread out, the defenses tend to be quite easy to predict pathing, so the Hog Riders able to get around it very easily and ultimately have a ton of them left to clean up the rest of the base. Now remember guys, make sure you're saving part of your cleanup squad in order to put in behind them Hog Riders. Definite mistake that I have made, and I'm basically going to be sitting out for Red Elite in the final 2 raids. We've got a bunch of fantastic attackers, a number of Town Hall 12s, and I haven't quite been on form this CWL matchup, so I'm going to be sitting out the final 2 and leaving it to the rest of Red Elite in order to try and pull in them victories. As you can see, multiple 3-star attackers getting it done here, and we really, you'll see in a second guys, we really need the wins on these final few. So the Electro Dragons coming in from the right hand side early on there to create that funnel, and then the rest of them coming in towards the Town Hall. One thing that really helps this raid is the rage spells. I don't need to tell you guys how important rage spells are for Electro Dragons. They are so slow. You need the rages in order to help them get through the buildings quicker, and the free spells are also very important. It resets the air defense, inferno towers, air sweepers, all of them things which are really damaging to the Electro Dragons. Now the Stig did an amazing job here and actually did this attack near the start of the war, and the clan we were up against, they've had a number of wins as well guys. We really needed to pull this one out of the bag. We had our first loss yesterday, so we really needed this win, and the fact that the Stig came out and smashed a triple right at the start was amazing. 15 Town Hall 12s versus 15 Town Hall 12s. What a matchup. It was fantastic on this one that the heroes were held until right at the end, meant that they could go for percentage if for whatever reason it all went south, didn't get the 2-star, but obviously the main reason was using them for the defenses on the back end just to help out so that the Electro Dragons didn't have to deal with it. Moving to the next one, the House Elf, another fantastic attacker here at Red Elite. Again, if you guys do want to join Red Elite, we are recruiting maxed level players, max Town Hall 12s. You guys can join my Discord server. It's in the link of this, the description of this video. Sorry, there is a link. You can click that and all of the information you need will be in there for Red Elite. So again, the elf is going to use the queen charge on this base. What do you know? You'll see the value of it. Again, there's never too many point defense in one area, so the queen charge tends to work well. Once that funnel is set up, he can push in all of the rest of his troops. A couple of bowlers definitely helpful in this one because there was a lot of value from this right hand side. The multi-inferno, definitely something to try and get down in order to help the Hog Riders. Now the queen, you can see that she's starting to get stuck down this area. The Skellies actually do a really good job pulling her back up towards the town hall. So the Hog Riders have to come in quickly to try and steer the queen over towards the Giga Tesla. And it's going to work perfectly. Not to mention, you want to bring in the Hog Riders where the heroes are. You want to try and protect them troops as much as possible so they can help with cleanup. You can see the Hog Riders stuck in the tornado trap, just completely frozen. Queen able to take out that wizard tower though, which was very, very impressive. And again, there's no way here where the healers, or the queen, sorry, is going to get picked off massively. The healers can do their job. The Hog Riders, although the base is so spread out, you can still kind of predict their pathing once you've cut out a section of the base, which the elf did by obviously cutting out that right hand side. Queen continues to charge through, take down the base, clean up troops on the bottom. Remember, do not forget about that. Soon as the Hog Riders are in and starting to take out defenses, you can get them clean up troops in order to help you with percentage. Again, that's what you will need as part of the clan war leagues. Final 3-star then, and it is by Sumi. Fantastic LavaLoon attack. Again, it's one of them wide spread out bases. Let me know in the comments, but we are seeing a ton of them. And this one demonstrates that you don't have to use a queen charge. I'm telling you it's a good technique to use. It is a good technique to use, but it's not a be all and end all. You don't have to use it. On this one, setting up that nice wide funnel. Again, that's one thing that can really send your attacks south. If you're going to fail, a lot of the time if you're failing, let's say the 2-star, might actually be because you've failed your funnel. So take some extra troops in order to make sure you get that funnel set. If you don't need them, then you can use them troops as part of cleanup, maybe even towards the back end of the base. You'll see in this attack, in fact, that as we come around to the final parts of the attack, the balloons are getting towards the wizard tower and we can use minions in order to distract the wizard tower so it doesn't do massive splash damage onto the balloons. Again, this clan really liked the double dragon in that clan castle. It pops out. They tricked me though. They had a lava hound in there just to really mess with me. Anyhow, not going to talk about it, guys. Dragons go down. The queen manages to do that. And again, we've cut out that side of the base. But this time, it is going to be the LavaLoon, which finishes off the base and the main bulk of the attack. So as the heroes come down here, the queen continuing to do work, Valkyries coming out into the center of that base and going to be able to get brilliant value. The air sweeper is going to go down relatively quickly here and not going to cause too much more bother to the balloons, and we have that nice wide spread. Again, there's no massive areas of point defense, so the balloons can come in nice and wide and then clump up towards the middle. You can see how now all of the balloons are together, and as they come around, the multi-inferno is probably the main thing there. The single, once they get to the back end, the lava hounds are already fried, guys, and the single not going to keep up with the balloons. Tried to get both the sweeper and the single inferno with the freeze, but it didn't quite work. And here is that part which I mentioned. Wizard Tower is going to be distracted by the minions just for them few seconds, just tried it, and then as the rest of the balloons come down, it's going to be able to distract the fire that little bit. Again, you do not want your balloons clumped up, getting to a Wizard Tower on the back end. Another fantastic 3-star attack. Just before we finish, why don't we show you exactly where Red Elite sit and how important these final 2 wars are. So, there we are, guys, 4 3-star attacks. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it and let me know how your clan is doing in the clan war leagues. We are in 3rd position. We have the best total destruction out of everyone, but we've been relatively close to some of the 3 stars. We've also missed out on quite a few 2 stars, to be honest. Really just going for the 3, but not quite securing that safe 2. So that is exactly what we need to be working on as a clan. Me included, like I said, I'm sitting out the next 2 because of that. We have 20 stars from wins, so we'll get an extra 10 there. And it really depends on the other clans. I think the clan at the top there, they are sitting pretty good. They're going to win this. It's really whether we can catch up with the clan in 2nd place. And as you can indeed see, we have not got to face them. We already faced them and we believe we lost against them by a star. It was our worst war. It's the one that we lost, and if we had have won, we'd have been sitting in 2nd position. But it's time to catch them up. That's going to wrap it up for this one. I've been your host, Judo Sloth, and until next time, peace out.